getting into game number 1 of our first quarterfinals match. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hecate, we have our red Protoss player representing CranKy Gaming. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Zerg player representing CranKy Gaming. It is Dark. They are teammates, and they are some of the... Oh, let's go! They are some of the best that Korea has to offer when it comes to Zerg and Protoss. You don't get much better than this, and here we go. We have Dark going for a proxy hatchery. So this is going to be a hatch opener. It's going to be a hatchery into our spawning pool. This is something that Dark does enjoy doing here. Does do very often as... Oh, my apologies. Okay. I thought he was going for a hatch block here at the natural, but no, we are committing here to a real proxy hatchery. Okay. And if you watched the last map pool, Dark would do this very often on Ancient Cistern, on Gressvan, on Royal Blood. The last map pool was all about Dark going for proxy hatches time and time again, and he got damn good at it. And the reason why, or the thing that all those maps have in common, is the lack of ramp into the natural. The lack of ramp here does make it that much more difficult to defend. herO's gateway finishes, and he does see the hatchery. He sees, he knows. Immediately, he cancels the Nexus, throws down a Cyber Core. We have a pool and a gas behind this. Hatchery well underway. Zelda's being forced out. herO pulling some extra boys. We will tase away at that hatchery. We can see that herO, he's looking for the expansion. He will confirm that there's nothing here. Goes into the main, and Dark will expand behind this. Is this a fake out? I think it is. I don't think we're committing here. And okay, the hatchery will finish. Never mind. Lings are on the way. Lings are amassing. Roach Warren is thrown down. Okay, Dark is committing. I was really curious. I was like, are we gonna try and transition out of this? Are we forcing an overreaction? No, we're forcing a very real reaction for a very, very real problem. Slings, they are gonna be dipping in. They go straight to the main base. The hatchery is gonna fall. The Roach Warren halfway done. Can we actually make use of this larva? Lings get into the main base. We have Lings speed on the way, which means we can't afford that many roaches. The hatchery will fall. And does Dark drone? I don't think he drones from here, right? I think we just go all in. Yeah. Very interesting. There we go. We have roaches on the way. So this hatchery will be killed. We are making use of the larva, and Dark is not droning. Because of Ling speed, we're Ling flooding behind this. We're going to have roaches initially, and then we're going to be reinforcing with pure Ling. Roaches, they have arrived. herO expanding before the shield battery. He was lured in. herO, he believed that he had defended. We have a Twilight Council on the way. Only one gateway as well. And Dark, this was such a weird variation of proxy hatch that, like, herO, he was caught off guard. He wasn't really ready for this. The Roach, ooh, is going to get picked off. Lings are floating across the map. Can we get on top of the pylon? Depth is going to fall. Pylon's going to be focused out so far. Good kiting here from herO. Shield battery is going to be cancelled. The Lings, they dive on top of the Stalker. Pylon will fall, but the Adept comes out just in time. But we depower the gateway. The second pylon not within range. The Stalker is going to be going down as well. And it looks like Dark has done it. GG gets called. Dark with a very shaky, very wonky version of a proxy hatch does catch herO off guard and does take game 1. GG. GG, well played. Okay, so because this was so disjointed and because it was so late, like this was really offbeat, herO was expanding. He thought he defended. He thought that Dark was transitioning. He was like, okay, I guess I kill your hatchery and that's it. I guess we're fine. And because of that, herO didn't throw down a second gateway. He didn't throw down a robo. Remember, it was a Twilight Council, not a robo. If it was a robo, we would have had an immortal, which is typically how you respond. There was no shield battery either. Like, herO, he believed that the rush had ended, and it didn't. It was just late. It was just late to the party, and yeah, with that, GG. GG, well played. And with that, Dark does take a lead. Does take a lead in this series. Let's go. So we're getting into game number 2 here on Hardland. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss representing CranKy Gaming. Down in this series, looking to fight back, looking to force that ace match. It is herO. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent, we have the blue Zerg player. Ooh, going for a 15 hatch. We have the blue Zerg. It is Dark. Representing CranKy Gaming, going for a 15-15. Now with this opener, Dark, he will actually establish his natural base. Even if there was a probe going across the map, it would have gone here too little too late. And Dark would be able to get his hatchery up and running where he would like it to be. Now, herO, he went for a gate scout, so this is going to arrive a little bit later. But Dark will be safe and secure here on his 2-base setup. Should be a 15 hatchery into a 15 spawning pool into a delayed gas. So a very safe way to open here from Dark. Very safe. Likewise, because the gas is so late, like this also means that we gain access to faster queens and faster lings in case there was any kind of aggression going on. Likewise, the gases will soon be coming online. This also means that link speed is going to be late, but link speed is not the most important upgrade in this matchup. It's not as necessary. Here we go. Oh, shout out to Night Phoenix in the chat. Quack, Pappy, quack. Let's see Night Phoenix rocking up. We see Dark getting into his own. Yeah, getting into his opener. Joining up. Should be getting into link speed. Shouldn't be avoiding it. In other matchups, you can skip link speed and go straight into roaches. Like ZVT or ZVP. But... or ZVT or ZVZ, but against Protoss, we will most likely invest into link speed. As we have our tech of choice, and we can get a game out of this. Last game did end prematurely before herO could really get into the swing of things. This time, Stargate opener. We have a Stargate opener here from herO. With this, we should be getting into Oracles initially. Could go into a Void Ray or a Phoenix. We have options. Options are available for herO. Behind this Dark working on his 3rd base. And we will soon see what kind of initial units we want to work with. herO is rallied across the map, so it's looking like an Oracle first. And with that, he also has a Stalker on the way as well, just to support, just to shut down this Overlord. And there it is, the Oracle is on the way. So overall, a standard opener out of herO. Should be triple Oracle opener into a 3rd Nexus. This is just a really good and safe way for the Protoss player to open up and establish themselves on a 3-base economy. Dark back at home, just keeping up with the Adepts. Oh, a couple of boys are being pulled, but drones are going down. That's going to be 2 dead workers, and we do get a 3rd as well. 3, 4 drones go down. This is becoming a bit much as we shade into the main and we get another drone. herO getting 5 drones already. Ay, ay, ay. A very strong start here from herO. Things were pretty passive early on, but 5 worker kills is massive. From here, herO is going for his own Oracle counterattack to look for even more damage. Meanwhile, Dark will delay the 3rd base. The Oracle is not here to defend. So we get into the main, we get 2 more drones. But herO has to wait for his next Oracle before he can expand. As he's moving... I was like, are we moving out? No, no. Stay back home. Ooh, as the Lings, they do slip in. The wall is not a wall. Adept is going to be going down. We get a surround. herO not taking these things seriously enough. Link does slip into the main base, does get eyes on the follow-up third Oracle. No tech yet. And there it is, Twilight Council and a Forge. We do have our transition. Twilight Council and Forge before third base. Very aggressive here by herO. But a big reason for that is because his third was denied. As we do confirm the lack of saturation again, Dark, he is pretty far behind when it comes to droning. He's been really struggling to keep up with so many dead workers. Third base now being taken, and even though this third is late, because Dark lost so many drones, this is still in a good position here for herO. Overall, it is a good position. As the Oracles do rotate between the bases. Not quite finding any more drones though. Oh, as we sustain a lot of damage. Good target firing out of Dark. The Oracles, they take a lot of hits. So we get the hell out of the main base. And behind this, +1 and Blinker on the way. Again, a pretty standard follow-up. Despite the standard game out of herO, again, he's achieved a lot already. Killing 7 drones in total and only losing gateway units. Dark threatening a counterattack, but herO should be fine back at home. Yeah, we have adepts, we have sentries. We're in position. Dark finally does get eyes on the third base location. He does want to probe. Gets one. Oh, big overreaction out of herO, wasting some of that energy. But again, Dark, he has to make something happen here. He needs to try to find some damage. Back at home, he's droning, getting his 4th. Baneling Nest is on the way. We're getting into +1 melee and roaches, so it looks like Lingbane Roach Ravager is going to be the composition of choice for Dark. And he's still sharking around, and it does keep the attention of herO on these things at least. And Dark, he's droning up quite heavily actually. Droning up past 70 workers, getting his 4th base up and running. So Dark being quite greedy. Now, can he get away with it? Remember, this entire time Dark has been droning, which means Dark doesn't have an army, which means when herO shows up, there's only Lings to defend. This 4th base may go down. Dark, he's been so greedy here, re-droning because of his past losses, because he lost so many workers. Now herO, he has arrived. Stasis Trap is going to get baited out. Good force fields by herO. Very nice force fields, and this hatchery is going to fall. That's going to be a kill on that hatchery. Going to be reinforcing behind this. How many gateways are we on? 9. Oh my god. This is a 3-base all-in. A 3-base all-in out of herO. 10 gates, 3 bases, mass stalkers. Just pure blink stalkers at this point, and Dark, he's getting caught with his pants down. Again, Dark, he was just too greedy. Oh, massive stasis trap here on the queens. And now herO, he can keep on pushing. Can reinforce. More stalkers on the way. The wilds. Ooh, they do not connect. Stasis trap is about to finish. Prism has arrived. The gateway was cancelled, so it's only going to be 9 gateways, not 10. It's going to be a 9-gate all-in. Honestly, it's been a couple of months since I've seen this. I think I brought this up yesterday. I was talking about like the potential for like a 3-base all-in. I was like, I haven't seen like an 8-gate in months. But now we see it again from herO. Again, herO, he has nothing behind this. There's no Colossus production. There's no +2. There's no tech. Only pure Stalker. Pure Blink Stalkers and a dream. We dive on top of the army, and again, Dark. His Ravagers are so exposed. They're going to be focused down one after the other. The boys are being pulled, but we are losing far too much at this point. herO snowballing out of control. Breaks through the army, breaks through the queens. GG gets called, and herO will tie up the series 1-1. GG. GG, well played. Again, Dark, after losing so many workers, he overdroned. I mean, he in a way had to, right? Like, he was being greedy, he was cutting corners. Dark was droning so heavily. I was shocked to see him drone up over 70 workers, which is typically something you want to be wary of. And yeah, Dark, he just hammered down that drone key, and that meant that the 3-base all-in caught him off guard and did punish him. Dark didn't see it coming. I didn't even notice it. I should have, by the way. I should have noticed the gateway explosion, but It was a 3-way all-in at a herO and was able to break through. Was able to break through in the end, and that means we get an ace match. We're going all the way to game number 3. Let's go. Let us go. As we have game 3 on Alkyone. We have our final game. We have our final map here to determine who makes it on to the semifinals. Who will it be? Our Zerg or our Protoss? As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Alkyone, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing CranKy Gaming, tying up the series 1-1 in that last game. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Zerg player, the red Zerg representing CranKy Gaming as well, as they are teammates. It is Dark. Boy. Hello, Monsieur Drone. Okay, we're coming back. we never know with Dark. We never know. With that, GG, well played. We are going to be getting into our ace match. So far, it is going to be Hatch Gas Pool, standard opener out of Dark. Meanwhile, we can see herO checking the goal base first. Very wise choice. If you've been watching Dark in recent months, you would know that specifically on this map, Dark has been very fond of rushing into the gold. So herO, he checks the gold first before coming in. I wouldn't say that this is unique to Dark. A lot of Zerg players like a Laser, Rainer as well, have been dabbling in rushing into this gold base as their natural. But here in this game, it's going to be a standard opener out of Dark. herO does confirm, going to be going for his own gate expand across the map. Going for his gate expand into his cybercore, into his tech of choice. Now, on a large map like Alkyone, I'm imagining it's going to be a Stargate opener, but we'll see. We'll see if herO does mix it up. Yet herO does like being the aggressor. I was going to say that Alkyone, it does lean very heavily towards longer games. This third base and this would-be fourth are very defendable, very difficult to break, so we can opt to go for a more macro-oriented game overall from the side of the Protoss. But herO likes being aggressive, as we saw in the previous game. You know, if he can 3-base all in you, he will. Based on the opener, I would imagine that the reason why herO went for the gateway explosion and committed to the all-in was because of how much drones he was killing before. Was because of how much economic damage he was dealing. Like, he knew that Dark would be vulnerable. So we'll see how this game does unfold. For now, Stargate opener should be Oracles. Should be Oracle first into a third base. As herO does confirm the location of the third of Dark. He does see, he is aware. Meanwhile, Dark, he slips into the main, he does get eyes on the tech, he does see the Oracle in production. So really good scout here from Dark, he does see everything. He sees, he knows. Back at home, he's making a wave of Lings just so we can keep up with the Adepts. And he is going to be just saturating his bases. Queens are getting in position. We will have 2 queens in the main, and we will have 2 queens at the natural. Spore Crawler should be on the way momentarily as well to help defend. And again, we saw in the last game, it wasn't the Oracles that were dealing damage, it was the Adepts. It was the Adepts. The Overlord is going to be going down. And the third base is being taken. This time the Oracle stays at home. Remember, last game, herO did go across the map immediately with that Oracle, and he was punished for it, and his third base was heavily delayed. This time, herO keeps it at home, and Dark stays at home as well. Spore crawlers are in production. There's the Evo chamber. This is for +1 melee. And we are settling into the mid game. We are settling in. Now that the third base is being established, herO can move out. He wants the queen. Oh my, and he will get it. Very nice pick off here from herO. Gets a queen, gets 2 workers. Ooh, but a big overextension. He does fly too close to the sun. He loses 1 oracle. He doesn't get another drone. Yeah, very nice control there from Dark. Very nice positioning as well. herO a little bit too greedy, and suddenly this wasn't really worth it. He got a couple of drones and he got a queen, that's true, but these oracles are so invaluable. They're not just designed to harass, they, of course, provide support for your army when it comes to dealing with lings, stasis traps, scouting as well. Oracles are a big part of this, and yeah, we have to make another. So usually we stop at 3 oracles, but because we lost 1, we have to make a 4th. 4th oracle is on the way. herO transitioning into a Forge and Twilight Council should be +1 and Blink. Adepts are moving on the right-hand side, oracles towards the left. herO, he is looking for some drone kills. Can he get them? Gets 1. Oh, gets 2. Oh, but he takes so much damage. These oracles so softened up. At the same time, the adepts stay shaded into the natural. But we have plenty of lings in position. Despite that, we do get behind the middle line. Yeah, 3 drones do go down. We get 3 workers. We have a Bailey Nest on the way. No Roach Warren, I just realized. As we recall back home. So it's going to be Ling Bane. It looks like Ling Bane into Hydra. The lair is about to finish for potentially Hydra production. Otherwise, this could be Ling Bane into Infestation Bit into Ultras. One or the other. They both work, and Dark is very fond of Ling Bane into Ultra, specifically on larger maps, like Alcyonic. And here we go. We're just amassing nothing but pure Ling. Banelings are on the way. Dark cutting workers at 51. This is the mass Ling Bane style that Dark is fond of. And this will eventually lead into Hive Tech as the game goes on. Oracles are busy, they're not at home to defend. We do have a good... We have really good SimCity here. Really good positioning with the Stalkers, with the Gateways, with the Shield Battery. Banelings are waddling in, but can we break through? As the Stalkers, they do stand strong, and the natural base is looking solid. So is the third. Really good positioning here from herO. Banelings, they waddle in. They go for the middle line. herO does split, but up. Oh my god, it does split. He does save most of his workers, but no, he comes in. 2 workers go down. The lings, they get completely cleaned up, and a beautiful defense by herO. Looking at the trades, that was 74 lings, 9 banelings, and only 2 workers went down. Sure, herO, he lost some adepts, and he lost a couple of stalkers, but that is more than worth it. herO looking strong here. Now herO has an economic lead. And remember, Dark, he cut workers to make this happen. He cut workers at 53. And now we're working towards the infestation bit. We spoke about this. Ling Bane into Ultra. But usually this works when you have momentum. Usually this works when you cripple the economy. That is not something that happened, and now herO's going for a counterattack. Now herO, he has momentum on his side. He has a massive advantage. He supply blocks Dark. Oh no. The supply block is real, but that's a lot of lings. It's a lot of lings. We will blink back. The oracles are here to support. There we go. They do activate their pulsar beams. The oracle's going ham, but so many stalkers are going down. Oh, brutal trade here for herO. Brutal trade here as he does bleed out a lot of those stalkers. It's going to be 8 stalkers, but he gets 47 lings. And here comes some zealot reinforcements. And this is what we need to buffer, to support these stalkers. As we can blink back, and yeah, the zealots, they go ham. Charge just now starting. Zealots getting surrounded. Where are the oracles, by the way? The oracles, they get a couple of drones. But was that worth it? Was it worth it in the other prism? More prisms being focused down by the queens, but it looks like herO, he has too much. The prism goes down, but it doesn't even matter as we shut down the queens and every single ling. herO, he's snowballing out of control. He's pushing towards that third base. Dark up against the ropes. He gets us around, but the blinks, the SimCity, the reduced surface area, all these stalkers. And the lings are going down. It looks like herO has done a GG gets called, and herO will take the series 2-1. GG. GG, well played, herO. He does survive the Ling Bane. He defended beautifully, and then bam, immediately into the counterattack. He knew that he had momentum on his side. And he knew that that would be the moment when Dark would be vulnerable to an attack. Again, Dark, he committed so much to that. Remember, he had a massive amount of Ling Bane on the left and right hand side, and he did no damage. No damage whatsoever. And congratulations, herO will take the series, will advance on into the next round.